Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or hello and welcome if you are brand new here. My name is Chloe Swift. I'm a professional hairstylist and hair care expert, and if you aren't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel because I bring you new videos every single week, whether that's a hair tutorial, hair care product review, hairstyling tips and tricks. This is the place to be if you love hair care and love hairstyling. In today's video, I thought we would actually revisit the BaByliss Airwand, do a full tutorial on how to use it to create like a bouncy blow dry look, because when I thought about it, what I first did when I tried this tool, I did a review on here and it was my first time using it, and I actually only did half side bouncy and kind of flicky and the other side straight. But now I've used it a few times, I just thought it'd be great to do a full tutorial on here on how to get the best results with the BaByliss Airwand. So let's get into it. Okay, product prep. First of all, we are going in with the brand new Kerastars Gloss Absolute. This is the anti-frizz glazed milk. You can see how much I've used of it already. I'm absolutely just loving this product. It protects from heat, but it's really just nourishing and hydrating, and it's great for frizzy, fluffy hair types, but it is not heavy. This has gone in as like a top favorite of mine for like a leave-in heat protective conditioning spray. Next, I'm going to go in with the brand new, why am I using all new products? I don't know, but K18, the Astrolift Reparative Volume Spray. So first time I'm using this product, so I thought actually what a good chance to try out the product if I'm doing like a bouncy blow dry look. Apparently this is a styling product, whereas K18 isn't actually really known for its hair styling products. It's more like hair care and repairing any kind of damage to your hair. But yeah, now they've started to go into styling, so this is a volume spray, but it still gives your hair all those amazing benefits that K18 provides. So what I'm doing is, yeah, sectioning the hair, spraying really at the roots, but kind of just coming out a little bit and going also down towards like the mid-lengths. And then I'm just gonna massage that in just to make sure I kind of haven't missed any areas of the roots. It feels nice in the scalp. It feels light, even though I sprayed quite a lot in. It doesn't feel sticky or anything like that. Next, I'm going in with this Pureology hair mousse. Again, I have not tried this. I recently got sent it, so I really want to try it because A, I love the Pureology products anyway. I'm currently using their Hydrate shampoo and conditioner, which is one of my favorites. Just sounds amazing. It's the weightless volume mousse that has just got my name written all over it. I'm just such an advocate for mousses at the moment. Any mousse you're using, give it a really good shake, and then you want to hold the can just completely upside down. Oh, I can tell that is going to be so lightweight because it's more like almost like a marshmallow kind of really fluffy texture. Let me rake that through my hair. Yeah, that's probably enough that I've popped in. I think that amount I'm going to pop on that side of my hair. So really a mousse is great to go in. I mean, you can apply it into the roots, and now I'm just kind of massaging it into the roots. But yeah, it's really great for the mid-lengths and ends to get that like volume and bounce through your hair if you are doing a bouncy blow dry or if you're curling your hair. Never skip the hair oiling steps. So we're going in with the new Kerastars Gloss Absolute Glaze Drops. These are specifically designed to be super lightweight. I think especially if I'm going for more volume and more bounce, I always choose a more lightweight oil just so it's not too heavy on the hair. So I've gone in with one pipette of that into damp hair. So first thing we want to do is pre-dry the hair. So just, that's the kind of the lock button on the top. Remove your head and then you can just pre-dry the hair with, yeah, just the airflow comes out of here super speedy and fast. So we're going to turn on our air wand. Temperature wise, I'm going to go for the second temperature, so just a medium heat, and then I also like to keep it at the medium speed so it doesn't blow my hair and go too crazy. I'm going to brush the hair at the same time. This is one of my favourite paddle brushes by Hair Rich or by Sizzlers. So just brushing it, that's helping to smooth out the hair as well. You can see how powerful that airflow is, and for the most smoothing effect, try and keep your airflow downwards so it like directs the cuticle, which is the outer layer of the hair. It will direct that downwards. And you want to dry the hair until it's about 80% dry, so it's just a little bit damp. And then I'm taking my first section level with the tops of the ears, and I'm just going to take all this hair and just clip that backwards. And now we can attach our rounded head back on. Yeah, it's not like a fully rounded head, it's literally just like a curved surface. So with that, I guess there's a certain way you need to be using the product. So I still wrap it all the way up and around. I guess it's just getting used to. If anything, I was super surprised it's easier to use than you might think. If you're used to using like a round blow dry brush, you might look at this and think, how do you use it? And it is actually easier to use than you think. I'm gonna turn the tool on, and now because our hair is already pre-dry, it's like 80% dry, I'm gonna go up into the highest heat. So come up and underneath with our first section and really like lift that root area up, and then I'll just kind of glide it off the end. So again, I'm really lifting it up, beveling it round as well, and then gliding quite quickly off the ends there. So I'm just focusing like more time at the roots where the hair is thicker. So now this is my third pass. And at this point, then I'll start to wrap the ends around. So get your ends tucked in, and then you want to wrap it up quite quickly. So from very hot, if you just press that temperature button again, it will then go to cold. So then we're just going to set that. Flick that switch down, so we're turning it off, and then grab your root and unravel that from the hair. And look at that lovely soft result we get. So with this tool, I will say it is a super soft result. So definitely what I always do is go in and then pin curl the hair. For pin curling, take 2 fingers underneath that section, and then you just want to wrap the hair around your fingers, but you're not forcing the hair into a different shape or like a tighter shape, for example. You're just letting the hair naturally wrap around your fingers. Grab your silver sectioning pin. I'm going to link these down below. I just get mine from Amazon. You want to pop the top part of the clip through the actual hole. The underneath part is just going against your scalp, so it just sits there and it's secure really nicely. And for me, that is really what gives that end result, and it really just sets, even though we did the cool shot, but it's still like a bit warm in there. So yeah, it's just continuing to further set in that shape and holding like the most amount of volume and bounce into the hair. So I'm just going to repeat the exact same here again, but obviously just on the other side. Changing the temperature back to our highest heat again, so it was on the cool shot. Really lift that root up and bevel around, and then just glide quickly off the ends. You're just not needing to focus on the ends right now, because the ends don't need too long on the heat to get that shape. And I'm more focused on really drying the root area still there. Third pass, so it's on my third pass where I'm really beveling around. Then I'm like involving the ends. Make sure those ends are really tucked in. Wrap all the way back up to the root. So press that temperature button again and it will go into cool. And I'd say I probably hold on for like 8-10 seconds when it's then in the cool shot. Turn that off, and then we just want to unhook that out of the hair again. 2 fingers underneath there. Let that naturally wrap around those fingers and then pin through there. So just so you can see the back also, that is literally that first row. I've just over directed everything forward, so it's just literally 2 barrel curls there. On my next row of hair, which I'll take almost like where your hairline pushes out the furthest, that's where I'm going to take my next section. So I'm working up fairly kind of chunky sections, I guess. And because the head gets wider here, now you will want to split that into 3. You're definitely going to have a back section here. So I'm going to repeat my side sections the exact same, but then I will show you what I do at the back. So these have been done the exact same. Now we do have a back section though. I will say, because I have literally got a mirror right here, as you can see, so I'm able to, I guess, kind of look in this, and then I can show you the back. You want to see a bit, but it's more feeling the hair, I think, when you're styling the back than anything. But the exact same technique. Pinch the roots, and we just unravel that out of the hair. As you can see, we've got a really nice amount of volume at the roots there. And same pin curling, 2 fingers underneath, wrap it around and then pin in the middle there. So this is so important, so then we're not going to have a flat back of the head. I know it's so tempting to bring everything forward, and with a lot of styles I do bring everything forward, but if we're going for bouncy blow dry and we want the volume, you do need to be taking those back sections. You have volume at the back as well, it's not just flat at the back. So next section is around about the recession point where your hair recedes back. Just going to draw a line so we're almost like a horseshoe section now at the top, but this is going to work the same again. I'm going to have 2 side sections and then a back section. Now let's see where we're at. So you want to take out this top section. If you've done kind of the same sections, we should be left with, all of these should be able to go back. We're not too wide. If it's wider than actually the brush, it's just going to overspill the edges and it's not quite going to work. Just detangling it out of the clip. And what I will actually, because you can see the ends have dried a fair bit, just going to be misting more of the Kerastars glazing milk spray just to make sure my ends are really nice and hydrated and protected. Because that is so lightweight, it literally just sinks right into my hair. So yeah, because we're going for volume, I want all of these going backwards. So I'm just going to use my fingers, take a horizontal line back. That's a good, quite clean section. This hair, we can literally just clip that to the side and out of the way, and yeah, we go again. Make sure when you're pin curling these top ones, you're literally going like as vertical as you can. That's what's going to give you that root lift when it's setting, literally like that on top of your head. And then my remaining hair, I reckon I can literally just split that into 2. There we go, all pins are in. We are set with volume. What I'm going to do is spray in a really light styling spray. I prefer a light one because anything heavy is just going to sit on top and actually just weigh all this volume down that we've put in. So I'm going in with the Maria Nila light styling spray. But yeah, just spray that all over. Yeah, we just want to leave the hair to further, I guess, just set in this position. The longer the better, ideally. So then if you were going to go into your makeup, for example, or get changed, I'm probably going to leave this in for like 20 minutes and then we'll come back, dress it out, see the end result. But I guess my notes, I have to say so far, my hair did not feel sticky at all when I was using any of those products that I applied. And also, hopefully you guys could see, but the hair just glided through just so easy and effortlessly with this product. A great product to get if you're feeling a bit nervous about, you know, some of those round brushes. If you feel like it could get caught in your hair, there's way less chance of a tool like this getting caught in the hair because it isn't a full round brush. It's a lot easier to unravel it out of the hair as well. I'm excited to come back in like 20 minutes and then take these out. I'll see you then. Okay, let's take these out. Look at the difference it makes when you pin the hair. Honestly, guys, it's game changing. Start from the bottom, work upwards. Just remove the pins, so don't really touch the hair. But now we're just removing the pins and letting the hair just drop and just fall. And if you've pin curled everything super neatly, your pins shouldn't be getting stuck. Just feels so bouncy. I love it. Okay, so to finish, taking our the Kerastars glaze drops. Mainly they're designed really to go into dry hair and to dress the hair up, because it comes with a little pipette. So you can literally just decide like the smallest amount, and you can just drop droplets into the hair. So I'm just going to go in with a little small amount into the ends, and when I have done bouncy blow dry looks, yeah, I won't really comb it out or brush it out. I'll literally just use my fingers just to break it up, because we want to keep all of that volume in the hair. Look at that volume at the roots, that's crazy. So I think we can definitely say and give a big thumbs up K18 Fruit Lift Spray, and then also the Pureology Mousse. As you can hopefully tell, my hair is not sticky or heavy with products at all. I'm actually blown away by this result. It's better than what I remember it being when I last used this tool. Maybe it's just how long I've let that hair set and cool for. I absolutely love that. And I think the BaByliss Airwand is in pounds. It's £120. I just think it's such an ideal tool for those of you who don't want to spend a fortune on these blow dry brushes and tools, but you still want to be involved with like a tool like that that's still customizable. You can change the head slightly, because it does also come with the smoothing head. But yeah, I just think that is such a great result if you want to have one of these blow dry brush tools that does give that bouncy look. And yeah, you do want to be making sure you're pin curling. Like, we wouldn't have got this same result without pin curling and then letting the hair set and cool. That's it from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. As usual, if you did enjoy it, if you learned anything new, I'd really appreciate if you could give it a thumbs up, because that really helps this video be pushed out to other people. And yeah, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll be seeing you next week for another hair video, hair tutorial, whatever it may be.